As you guys can see it, is the Soho Karen. This one is... Let's watch it together. Damn.
We are sharing more of our exclusive interview with a woman whose confrontation with a black teenager in a New York hotel was caught on camera over the holidays. Cell phone video shows Mia Ponsetto accusing 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr. of stealing her iPhone last month. Ponsetto was arraigned over the weekend and freed on supervised release. She is charged with attempted robbery, attempted grand larceny, endangering the welfare of a child, and attempted assault. Well, we spoke with Ponsetto and her attorney, that's Sharon Gatan, just hours before her arrest last week. This morning, we begin where we left off on Friday.
You seem to have attacked this teenager about the phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone.
Oh, okay, so
that's the thing.
Do you want to get to that part?
You're saying, look,
because
I'm 22 years old. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better.
Oh, the hotel.
22 years old, but a brain smaller than a bean.
We'll say you're 22.
Right,
I get it.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone.
Wow, she said, Gayle, enough. You can see her attorney talking to her.
We'll say you're 22.
Right,
I get it.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone. I did get my belongings returned to me, so maybe it wasn't him.
Wait, does that says daddy on the cap?
At the same time, how is it so that as soon as I get asked to leave the premises, after I had accused this person of stealing my phone, how is it that all of a sudden they just miraculously have my phone when I come back? And it didn't seem as if my accusations really bothered the son and the father, because they were just enjoying a nice meal right after this whole encounter. But all I'm saying,
I don't know if you, Mia,
is I want this to be over, and I'm sorry.
Whether they were
so I would love to make this short and.
She see the videos of the father and the son. Wow.
Gayle.
Mia, I want to go back to that day. Take us back to that day. We've all seen the video.
Okay, so I arrived back to the hotel after grabbing some Starbucks. I had noticed my phone had been missing, so I just approached the hotel manager, asked him if he could kindly just check the footage. In my opinion, I was like, okay, any person walking down could possibly be the person that might have had my phone. I wasn't racial profiling whatsoever. I'm a woman. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm like a woman of color. I'm Italian, Greek, Puerto Rican.
You keep saying you're Puerto Rican. Does that mean that you can't be racist because you're saying you're a woman of color? Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Well, I would disagree that people of color can be racist too. Do you believe?
Wait, so being racist is only reserved for the white people? Is that what she means? That only whites can be racist and not non-whites? No, that is racist.
That you should pay a price for this?
I don't feel that my accusation is a crime.
But it's more than the accusation. It's the way that you tackled him, it seems, on the videotape. What would you do differently? You said that you look at that tape and
she should play football.
That's not who you are.
I think I could have just asked the hotel manager. So yes, I could have stepped aside, or the father and I. We immediately could have started just speaking at a lower tone, and probably that would have handled the whole situation a lot better.
With all due respect, when Mr. Harold was talking to you, it seemed to me that he was responding to you because you had accused his son.
I'm saying that both of us. I said it, both of us.
You see two black people?
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone.
Bottom line is this issue is much bigger than I think Mia.
She's a spoiled little brat. That's what she is. She doesn't know how to talk. She's telling you to stop enough. She doesn't know how to respond. And in the video with the father, she's acting all crazy. Mental.
Is appreciating, and she sees it as a very simple thing.
Attorney Sharon Gatan sat with Ponsetto through the entire interview and wanted her client to feel empowered to tell her own story. But Gatan also felt it important to provide context on Ponsetto's state of mind at the time of the incident.
So let me just boil it down. She was a 22-year-old.
Now I know why they call her Soho Karen. She has all the symptoms of a Karen. And She is a different breed of a Karen, but they are all the same. Doesn't matter of the color of the skin. A Karen is a Karen, and then you can smell one, just like truffle pig.
Year-old woman alone in New York. No one is with her. Her entire contacts, flight arrangements, Wi-Fi, emails, Apple Pay, her funds, her money is all on that phone. She agreed that her behavior and her actions were definitely less than elegant, shall we say, and less than graceful and less than what anyone
Elegant. That was disgraceful.
else would do, and she agreed, and she wouldn't have repeated it.
It's been reported that your phone was returned to you by an Uber driver. Is that true?
That is not true because I arrived at the hotel with my phone in my hand.
Okay, who returned your phone to you?
The hotel receptionist.
Mia, where had the phone been?
Why don't we ask the hotel receptionist?
Mia, to be honest, I'm telling you, you seem to be not remorseful, to have no contrition, that you're almost a little flippant about this. You have to understand, for this teenage boy who says that he was shattered, who said that he was traumatized, this is a big deal.
traumatized.
You're traumatized too because...
You acted like a crazy idiot. How are you traumatized? You serious, Soho Karen? Are you... Did you see yourself on that video jumping around like a little crazy maniac just who ran away from a mental hospital? A cuckoo nest?
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. He is honestly, he's 14. And that's what they're claiming. Yeah, I'm 22. I've lived probably just the same amount of life as him. Like, honestly, I'm just as a kid at heart as he is.
Wait, what?
And that's what they're claiming. Yeah, I'm 22. I've lived probably just the same amount of life as him. Like, honestly, I'm just as a kid at heart as he is. I feel sorry that I made the family.
What?
Claiming. Yeah. Honestly, he's 14. And that's what they're claiming. Yeah, I'm 22. I've lived probably just the same amount of life as him. Like, honestly, I'm just as a kid at heart as he is. I feel sorry that I made the family.
I still don't got it. The math is not right.
Claiming. Yeah, I'm 22. I've lived probably just the same amount of life as him. Like, honestly, I'm just as a kid at heart as he is. I feel sorry that I made the family go through like all of that stress, but at the same time, it wasn't just them going through that.
I just don't think that you helped yourself by your behavior.
I'm still stuck at that he's 14 and she's 22 and they both have lived the same amount of life. What?
Of
When
course
you looked
not.
at that video, what did you think? What did you think, Mia,
You
when you
already
looked
asked
at
me
the
that.
video?
You already asked me that in the beginning of the interview. I'm not
Okay.
going over it again. I would like to have a real interview with real questions and real heart and real sincere apologies. Let 2021 be the moment of healing. Seriously.
All right. What would you want an interview with real questions? What would you, I'll give you the floor. What would you like us to know, Mia?
That I'm sincerely sorry to the family and the dad and the son for making them feel as if I was racist towards
The year of healing.
them when that is not my intention.
Now, during the interview, Ponsetto kept interrupting her attorney, and Sharon Gatan says her client went off script. According to her lawyer, Ponsetto was prepared for this interview. They had talked about it. They had gone over it. But the 22-year-old, she says, decided to disregard her advice. She was given...
She did not follow any rules and she wasn't even prepared for anything. That's because it doesn't matter who is behind a dumb girl like that. They will always do and act the way they do, you know. When you look at her, the psychology behind how she's acting, you don't have to have a PhD in science to understand someone like that. She's just plainly crazy and spoiled brat. That's what she is. And I mean, I'm still stuck at that 14 and 22 and how they have long lived the same amount of life. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go watch something smart so that I get rid of all this negativity that I just received from watching Soho Karen. 10 minutes for Soho Karen's video. Oh my god. Bye.